up, y'all? I said, what's up, y'all? Look at me when I'm talking to you, bro. Nah, I'm just messing with y'all, man. This your boy Knockout Boxing 86 TV, and we in here. So check this out, bro. Before we get going, smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Share the video. Turn on your notifications, and don't forget that we live Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday night at 7:30 p.m. Central Time. And also, please join the channel. Drop a super thanks. Drop a super chat. The more money that you have to support the channel on a consistent basis, the more time that I get to spend making this content for y'all. We are trying to make this thing grow, make it big, and give our full undivided attention to this channel. But in order to do that, it has to be worth the time. So please, if you have it in you to do that, please do those things. But let's get to it, bro. I've mentioned this topic on a few live streams, but I've never done an in-depth video on it here recently. So I want to revisit this conversation, and I want to make it very clear where I stand with this particular topic. Listen, bro. Devin Haney had his best performance in the second fight against George Kambosos, to me. He hit him with everything. He was aggressive. He was taking chances. He was letting them hands go. And it ended up being George Kambosos who was trying to grab it, stop the aggression of Devin Haney, and things of that nature. I want to say that the Devin Haney that just was comfortable outboxing George Kambosos in the first fight, the Devin Haney that was willing to jab and use distance control and not really let his hands go against Jojo Diaz, the Devin Haney to this point who has been mainly a distance fighter, use his jab. If you get close, I'm going to tie you up, get the fight back at a distance, and I'm just going to work off my jab and outpoint you, and I'm going to beat you. That version of Devin Haney can outbox Vsayl Lomachencko, but that version of Devin Haney will not get the victory, bro. I'm letting you know right now off the rip. So in about 2.5, 3 weeks, 3 weeks to be exact. It's exactly 3 weeks away. Because the 29th, then we got the 6th, then we got the 13th, then the 20th. Yeah, so about 3 weeks from now, bro. If he just goes in there jabbing, not letting his hands go, not being aggressive, Devin Haney will not get the nod from the judges. Okay? Number one, Las Vegas judges love aggression. And if you perceive to be grabbing, if you perceive to be not letting your hands go, if they're able to make some sort of argument that is Vsayl Lomachenko that is making the fight, you're going to be surprised. You're going to be confused as a Devin Haney fan how the hell they scored the rounds that they scored for Lomachenko. Secondly, and most importantly, everything in its mama is up against Devin Haney. The only people rooting for Devin Haney are Devin Haney fans and Tank Davis fans that want Devin versus Tank next. Everybody else, the business of boxing, as we say, they all on Lomachenko's side, bro. Bob Arum supposed to be both of their promoter, and he said bet on Loma. When I was watching the Devin Haney and Kambosos fight, I watched them for the first time ever put a clinch counter up on the goddamn screen. They had a counter going for how many clinches Devin Haney initiated. The deal that he had to take to get the fight in the first place, go to Australia twice. George Kambosos is the A-side twice. Make less money in both fights. And they get to pick your third opponent. When I watched the scorecards and I watched George Kambosos get 4 rounds on 2 damn scorecards in the first fight, knowing damn well he didn't win no 4 goddamn rounds. I can't help but ask myself, if they're willing to do that for Kambosos, if they set up this deal just for Loma to get this opportunity, like, people act like they don't realize this shit. Devin Haney's top-ranked deal, the priority, the main point of it was so that Lomachenko would get his shot at those belts at the end of that deal. because Loma got the Kambosos fight in the first place. But he decided to stand on business and stay in the Ukraine to support and ride with his people. So Bob Arum said, damn, I got to get him the shot. So we're going to put Devin Haney in this deal. We're going to put Devin Haney in this deal to where we make sure that Loma gets his shot at the end of this month. And then what do? Then what else do they do? Devin Haney and Bill Haney was kicking and screaming. They wanted to fight in like February or March before Ramadan. Bob Arum, then what they pull on? Oh, we just can't find no dates. We just can't find no venue. We can't find no venue. We gotta do what we gotta do. Can't find no venue. We gotta push it back to May. Making it what? Devin Haney fought in October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May. 7 months since his last weight cut. Look at his weight cut between the first Kambosos fight to the second Kambosos fight. That shit looked like it was getting tough, right? And that fight was only what, 2-3 months apart? 3-4. When was the first one? In June? The first one was in June 2022. The second one was in October. July, August, September. He fought in October. That's what he looked like 4 months away from that fight. So he looked pretty good on the scale. The first Kambosos fight, that was in June of 2022. The second Kambosos fight, he looked like Skeletor. He looked sunken in. So now he fighting Lomachenko damn near a year after that first weigh-in. They pushed this shit all the way back. So now, let me just common sense. You think it's easier for Devin Haney to make weight right now, or will it be harder for him to make weight at 135? So you look at all these circumstances, all these facts, all these things that I'm giving you. Devin Haney got to win, and he got to be convincing. The undisputed champion. Usually you be like, yo, the champion, you got to go take his belts. The champion, you got to go in there, and it can't be debatable. Because if it's the champion, you got to take it from him. It can't be close. You got to go just take it from him. That's the excuses they was making when Oscar Valdez was able to get the nod over Conceição, even though Conceição clearly outboxed him. That's what we heard as fight fans. You got to take the belts from the champion. Well, I'm here to argue that Devin Haney is probably the first undisputed champion, and that I remember that he got to win. In my opinion, bro, he got to win convincingly. If this shit close, if this shit is Charlo Castano 1 close, Lomachenko getting the nod, bro. If this shit is Sean Porter, Earl Spence, even though I felt like Earl Spence won a clear 8-4, but if it's that type of competitive fight, Lomachenko getting the nod. Just letting you know what's up. I would argue that if Loma can make it just a little bit more competitive than Jojo Diaz did, based on the factors that I gave you, the deal Devin took, the fact that they set this shit up just so Loma would get his opportunity, the fact that they gave George Kambosos 4 rounds in the first fight, the fact that they putting up clinch counters and shit for Devin Haney, the fact that Bob Arum telling you to bet on Lomachenko, all of this shit, man, look. The worst thing Devin Haney can do is let there be a competitive ass fight. If the fight competitive, the shit is going to go to Loma. Just, which is why, let's come full circle. Before we end the video, full circle. People were calling me a hater. People said that I was just hating because Devin was the one to get the shot at undisputed. I told y'all a year ago, this deal is a bad deal. This deal is set up to try to screw him over. They didn't want him to take the deal. And if he took the deal, they made it so bad that he ain't getting out that motherfucker unscathed. He would have to be Hercules to get out that motherfucker unscathed. And if he do, he deserve all the credit because they trying to set him up. I told y'all this shit a year ago. Kambosos' ass just wasn't good enough. Loma is good enough to beat him without all that if it's the right night for him. If he can turn back the hands of time. If he can be Lomachencko. The Lomachencko that showed up to fight Nakatani. The Lomachencko that showed up to fight Kome. The Lomachencko that fought Teofimo Lopez in the second half of that fight. Shit. He can give him a run for his money without all that help. But he gonna have that help. And he gonna be fresh. And they been getting him ready. That's why they put him in there with Jermaine Ortiz. Give him a taste of that footwork. What that footwork look like. What that athleticism might look like. And he came home strong in the back half of that fight. So now he know that. Now he's sharper. Now he had a whole camp. He been preparing for... Man, look, bro. Devin Haney fans are very sure. They very confident. A lot of them are very positive that Devin can go in there and do what he need to do and completely wash Loma. And completely wash him. And if he do, it'd be a great, outstanding performance with your back against the wall. Because make no mistake about it. Y'all can talk that big boy shit about him being undisputed. You could talk that big boy shit about him being a boogeyman. You can talk that big boy shit about all this legacy, Hall of Fame, and all that shit. But his back against the wall, bro. Having to make 135 for another time. Having a whole business of boxing up against you. Having to maybe step outside yourself to make the shit undeniable. Going into a situation where you may already be down 4 or 5 rounds and don't even know the shit. He shouldn't have had to do all this. Kambosos should have just wanted to fight him because he wanted undisputed. He shouldn't have to do all this shit. Judging in boxing should just be fucking transparent and they should have to tell us what the score is during the goddamn fight. And it should be a clear and concise scoring criteria. The shit's so subjective, it leaves itself open to all this fuckery, all this bullshit. And y'all know I want Devin to win because I want Devin versus Tank. But I'm letting y'all know this shit now. I'm putting it on wax. I'm putting it on record because I've been saying it in live stream, but you ain't seen this shit with the title so you can come to it and you can know what it is, bro. They trying to set that young man up, and I hope he come through and pass with flying fucking colors. Because I want Tank to wash his ass. I don't want Loma to get no cheap-ass victory, bro. If Loma beat him and he clearly win, because we going to be scoring the fight, cool, bro. They deserve that shit. But I'm telling y'all, bro, don't be surprised when we look at that shit like, yeah, Loma did this now. He had some competitive rounds. He got some rounds here and there. But Devin clearly won that fight 8-4-9-3. 116-112 on my scorecard. You're going to fuck around and get a rude awakening. When the actual scorecard start getting red, you're going to be scratching your head. Motherfuckers that don't never go live after the fight going to go live after the fight. Mad at them up. I'm just, man, look. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Comment below, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, share the video, turn on your notifications. Don't forget I'm live Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday night, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. You can catch me live Sunday mornings with the Singing OG KQKC Boxing Network, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Appreciate y'all watching. Enjoy the rest of your day. And with that, we out of here. Peace out.